guys, it's Brendan Borman back from their 270 video. Today is Tuesday, November 30th, and I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving holiday. I know that I ate too much food myself. I haven't been posting a lot of 270 content lately. In fact, I have stepped away from competitive 270 to focus on my mental health. Thank you for everyone who's reached out to me inside the 270 Lounge. It is one day at a time, and I really greatly appreciate all of your support. I just felt like making a video, Sometimes you want to sit down and just do something productive. I've been working on my schoolwork, and I wanted to focus on the state of Rhode Island because even though it's small, it often gets overlooked, and there are great things about the state. And so as I'm playing Marty Donnelly, I am Santa Claus. He is Bill Clinton. I hope you enjoy some of the fun facts about Rhode Island. Now, I will talk about the political nature of Rhode Island first. There are only 4 electoral votes inside the game. It has a town and gown bonus, but there really aren't any famous political figures who are big enough to be inside the game from Rhode Island. So that's why I am Santa Claus. I wanted to kind of celebrate that winter is coming, Christmas is coming, and hopefully this Virginia Steel is coming. But Rhode Island is the smallest state in the United States by size. You probably knew that. The area is 1,214 square miles, and its distance from north to south is only 48 miles, and east to west, 37 miles. So think about your daily commute or how much you drive. That's not very much at all. Rhode Island was also the last of the 13 original colonies to become a state. And if you look at the southern part of New York, it does share a water border. So that part that stretches down across Connecticut, there's actually a border that by water that you can go directly from Rhode Island to the state of New York. Rhode Island actually never ratified the 18th Amendment. So that's something that's very interesting. And the sport of polo was first played in Rhode Island in Newport in 1876. And then you can see that Rhode Island actually has no county governments. So you think about Missouri. I am from a state that has lots of different counties. Lots of counties are named after presidents. Like we have Washington County, Columbia, where I was born, actually has Boone County, which is Daniel Boone. He's not a president, but famous people. There are actually no counties in Rhode Island, so I thought that was super interesting. I'm going to use my swing money here and open up into Colorado and New Hampshire, and unfortunately, I'm going to be about $4,000 short of being able to 4-pip California to get that ag bonus and to prevent that high-tech bonus. So we're going to see maybe if Marty overspends or what happens here. But as turn number 7 ends, I have the slight EV edge, and it's a pretty even match. I do have quite a bit of swing money saved up. Rhode Island does have 39 municipalities, each having its own form of local government. So while they don't have counties per se, they actually do have local government. The first circus in the United States was also in Newport in 1774. So while there are a few people from the 270 Lounge who are from Rhode Island, Gary Vicasubi himself, he may look like a clown, but actually the first circus was 1774. I'm just kidding, Gary. It's all good. Rhode Island is also the home of the Tennis Hall of Fame. So if you like tennis, you might love to go there. No pun intended there. The guy who wrote I'm a Yankee Doodle Dandy and You're a Grand Old Flag, his name was George Cohan, Cohan, and he wrote a variety of entertainment and musicals. He's from the state of Rhode Island. He was born in Providence in 1878, which is actually the capital. And then you may know this, you may not. I had no clue, but Rhode Island is known for making silverware and fine jewelry. And Portsmouth probably is how it's pronounced, but Portsmouth is what it looks like, is home to the oldest schoolhouse in the United States. That school was built in 1716, so it's old as John Bardsley Jr. Just kidding, John. But those are my fun facts, so let's focus on the game at hand here. I do have the swing. He does have the town and gown. I have over $300,000. I decided not to low spend again. I wanted to spread out and take over some of these old South states, so make sure I secure Louisiana. I do lose North Carolina, which will prevent me from getting the Old South bonus. However, he should not get the bonus either, and he did not go up in California, so he lost track of my money. So even though he was able to, quote-unquote, beat me to California, even though we clashed the first time, I'm going to go up to the third pip in Texas the exact same time he's going up to the third pip in California, so we're even there. And he's going to get the high-tech bonus, which is more valuable than any of the bonuses I'm going to get, but I'm actually going to get most likely the Old South bonus. If I'm able to steal back North Carolina with all this swing money, then I will get the ag bonus. If not, I am opened up into Illinois next turn, so I can go up and still get that bonus. And then Latino really is going to be most likely a lean to blue just because he's already got Arizona locked. But he is not in Illinois and not in New Jersey yet, so he's at least 2 turns away from that. And here we go. So turn number 10, there's high tech, but there's oil, ag, manufacturing, which I did not mention, and then the Old South bonus. And we were able to successfully steal North Carolina. So when he looks back and sees that he spent up to the 8th pip in North Carolina and he got 0 EVs for that, that's going to be very frustrating. For the same reasons and for the lack of spreading out in oil and gas, I'm going to go ahead and lock Louisiana just in case he tries something foolish. And then I'm going to spread out into African American export. We're close. Latino, we are also close. But those should go our way, especially if we're able to hold on to Florida, which I don't see Marty going for because we have all this swing money saved up as soon as he pips into Florida, which he just did on turn number 11. I can use all of that swing money to just defend. And actually, I should get the African American bonus on this turn. That's a whole nother bonus to defend that, as well as the export bonus. So I have AA, ag, export, and $300,000 of swing, plus my base cash, $1.1 million. There's really no reason to defend Florida because there's really no reason for Marty to even go for it. So let's go after Delaware and D.C. Just try to steal some of these EVs a little bit. And go after Alabama, one of the most cost-effective EV per dollar states. Let's see here. Do I want to lock Maryland? Do I want to block a ballot? There really isn't much locked in. I could see him low spending this turn. Let's go ahead and use our ag money. Just in case we do happen to lose Florida, we'll lose ag. We would lose exports. We want to spend that money. Looks like he did spend. He locked D.C. That's and Delaware. Interesting. Florida he spent. Okay, so he very terrible turn here for Team Santa Claus here. We had a commanding lead, and if I just play it straight up, then we easily win. I still have 270 votes, but what I can do now, and I don't think will be on his radar, or even if it is, he'll have a hard time blocking, is forcing a ballot. Now I can go ahead and lock Florida, but I don't want to do that. He's not really spread out himself. Let's go ahead and, if I can, I'll double pip all of the open states, and then I'm going to have to count how many EVs are locked in. Of course, to trigger a ballot, it does take 100 EVs locked, as well as every state being either going blue or red. So all these white states have to be entered into. If there's a clash, that could prevent a ballot. Let's go ahead and use our swing money to lock Pennsylvania. We've got North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland. Let's go ahead and get a couple extra just in case. I think this puts me about 111. So if we don't get one, then we should be able to still force a ballot. But it looks like he did low spin. He does flip Georgia, does not lock it, does not help us out in that capacity. But we go ahead and skip just due to time constraints here. I want to make sure I have enough time to do my turn. He's only in Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, Nevada, some of the old South states, Michigan. So I'm going to use my swing in Iowa. I'm going to attack in, let's see, I'm going to attack somewhere. Let's go ahead and go up to the second pip in all these states where I only have one, soft leads. I'm going to attack in Michigan. I'm going to attack in Washington. I don't expect him to defend there. And I have this oil and gas. I did enter into North Dakota last turn just so I could do this. So I'm going to go ahead and spend my oil and gas there. There's really nowhere else to spend it, so I might as well max it out. Defend Alabama and go ahead and submit my turn. So that actually there's a 0 spin, so that is a good game, well played to Marty Donnelly. And we did win our Rhode Island game. So it's always good to come out on top. Put a little handicap on ourselves by that turn 1 move. But it was a classic Old South versus Swing States game, and we came out on top. Until next time, this is Brendan Borman, and I'll catch you guys in the next 270 video.